Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bill and welcome to episode 9 at Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps, and today we're playing Huddersfield and Crystal Palace, two very, very big games in the Championship as we try to chase down promotion to the Premier League. And I thought we'd start by having a quick update of the club vision. You can see here we're rated a B grade, I guess, by the board. Now one thing that, we saw last season the manager got sacked for not getting automatic promotion. But one thing, I was sort of having a look to see exactly how badly we needed to get it. The requirement is to reach the playoffs this season for us. So they're obviously giving us a little bit of time to get ourselves settled. So we should be okay with that. I'm really annoyed that we failed the FA Cup 4th round. I mean, we were away to a Premier League team. There's no real shame. We lost by a goal, didn't we? So there's no real shame in that. Everything else, though, is looking pretty good. Their main concerns are our defeat to Millwall last episode, which I think we were all very concerned about at the time. A draw to Preston, which again I was very concerned about. And the finances involved to sign the Bard. But I do think, although he was a little bit expensive up front, I do think he's going to turn into be a very good player for us. So I'm not too concerned about that. They'll come around on that one. Now, one other thing to catch you up on before we get to the games is we do have an injury to James Garner. If you're... Very unfortunate positioning there, isn't it? If you're following along on the Discord channel, there's a link to that down on the in the description. You will have seen this. He has a sports hernia, 2 to 3 weeks. He's already been out for 2 weeks, so it's a big loss because he's a big part of what I want to do going forward. So yeah, not ideal. Now we do have 3 games to catch you up on since last episode. The first of which was our derby against Queen's Park Rangers. We fell behind early, but drew level after some quick passing in the final third, ended with Rooney playing into Aussie. A defensive mix-up put us behind again. But Panorenda got us a share of the points. So we were a defensive shambles in this one. 2-2 it finished. Tuazi and Panorenda got us the goals. Behind twice, we equalised twice. We just couldn't quite get the winner. Frustrating, especially at home, especially to the rivals. Frustrating points to drop there. But it was promising to see both the strikers getting a goal. Next up, we played struggling Middlesbrough. We went in front early when Tuazi won possession and then played in Alessandro Diola. Borough drew level midway through the first half, before Jack Simpson got his first Brentford goal. And Sorensen tapped in for his first goal for the club to make it 3-1. Borough pulled one back immediately, but we saw out the second half. Well, this was very much a game of two halves. It was ridiculously opened in the first half, and all 5 goals came then. Diola, Jack Simpson with the first goal for the club, and Mads Beck Sorensen with his first goal for the club as well. Second half, I changed things around a little bit. We actually did a really, really good job of just closing the game down. So we hung on for a 3-2 win, which you can see by the player ratings we did deserve. We weren't the best at the back, and you can see our goalkeeper played quite well, which is never ideal. The final game to catch you up on was against Rotherham. Jack Simpson got the only goal of the game. So this was a pretty good away performance. Jack Simpson on a goal-scoring streak now all of a sudden with his second goal for the club. Man of the match performance from him. You can see we defended quite well. We weren't dynamic going forward, I wouldn't say. You can see there was we had 4s playing up front. We went with wingers, which we ended up having to change. I think, I can't remember now, but Lewis Potter is back. The Wizard's back. He made his debut. He's made his debut. May not have been in this game. But yeah, a good solid performance this one all round, and yeah, a good away point. That form is February was just horrendous, wasn't it? Alright, quick update the league table. You can see we're back in the automatic promotion places, 2 points behind Blackburn, 3 ahead of Nottingham Forest. The playoffs are more or less guaranteed at this point. We're not going to be dropping out of those, and we're playing Huddersfield up first here, which is a big game, as you can see. If they were to beat us, it suddenly gets very, very close again. And Crystal Palace, who is just out of the playoffs, and they will have ambitions, won't they, to sneak in there. 2 very, very big games. Now, we are in a streak here. We played Rotherham on the Saturday. This is the Tuesday, if you can see that up here. And then we play Crystal Palace this coming Friday. So we've got 3 games in 6 days, which is very, very difficult for us. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of balancing of the squad, but we are the favourites for this one, which is good. It's better than not being the favourites. Eddie Howe is their manager. He's a decent manager, as we all know. He is an adventurous, standard playing style. Quick update of what we're expecting from them here: the good old-fashioned 4-4-2, which we've had a little bit of trouble with in the past. They got a bit of a beat up by Bristol City last time out. We can see they're a little bit narrow, though they do like to attack down this right-hand side of theirs. Passing network is there, and their key passes as well. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out, and this is it. It is Gunnarsson in goal. It's Simpsons and Rasic, who are looking as though they are cementing themselves as the first two centre-backs right now. Roslev down the right, Palinar down the left. Baptiste as the anchor man, with Palaversa, Rooney, and Diola in midfield. It's Tuazi and Panarenda up top. Let's go. So everybody is lining up as expected. The old Warsaw formation gets dusted off again. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. Garner says, give the players a bit of a morale boost. What are we, away from home? Just go out there, play your natural game, please, boys. Some calm, we have faith. I am trying to take pressure off them. I just feel like we're getting to that point of the season where they just need to, everything starts to become a little bit real, doesn't it? So we're just going to try and hopefully get them to relax and just play their games. Now, we are at this time of the season where we do need your nominations for Viewers Player of the Year this year. So down in the comments, let me know who has been your favourite player this season for Brentford, who has been, you think, been our best player for Brentford this season, and we'll get that poll going probably next episode. I think we are coming towards the end of the season here. So yeah, make sure you do it. There's a good ball from Rooney for Panarenda, and that's a good finish from whatever his first name is, Aldoberto Panarenda. A 10th goal of the season for him. Wayne Rooney, he's finishing the season like a house on fire. It's actually a bit of a shame that he's retiring at the end of the season. There's not much we can do about that. I don't have an option to talk him out of it. It's a stunning ball through from Wayne Rooney, and a good finish from Panarenda, isn't it? 10th goal, as I said, for him, and that is 1-0 to the good guys. How close was it to offside? It's just a really, really well-timed move, isn't it? Just look like they have a nice little understanding going there. And a cracking finish as well. Excellent stuff. Now, if we can defend properly, we should have ourselves 3 points on the road here. And I'm hoping, as I said, that the little blip that we went through in February is behind us. Rooney, oh, it's horrible defending. And Alessandro Diola has his third of the club. Wayne Rooney with another assist. But that really, the assist there goes to the Huddersfield Town defender, who completely missed it. And Diola couldn't miss, really. I mean, he could have done what I would have done and probably kicked your standing foot and just fallen on your backside. But he didn't, because he's a professional. Here we go, another highlight. It's Roslev into Panarenda. That's a bit of a silly-looking tackle. Is he offside? Palinard. No, he's not, and it's the first goal of the season for Theo Palinard. His first ever goal for Brentford, and suddenly we're cruising. It's 3-0, and we're absolutely flying. What struggling for goals and form? I don't know what you're talking about. It was never in doubt, was it? Kalinic in goal. He's at Villa, isn't he, I think? Is that the same guy? Anyway, beside the point. And for the second time, we've run it close on offside. I thought he might have been offside, actually, but he held his run nicely. Good finish, wasn't it? And there we go. That is the Villa guy, isn't it? Kalinic, yeah. And here we go. Now what we need to do is hopefully not give him away back into the game. He's gone straight past number 6. Is that Palinard? We've got back okay there. Straight into the arms of Gunnarsson. And a bit of a nothing highlight there in the end. Give it some praise and see what we can do. Blackburn is beating Walsall. Come on, Walsall. Take some points off them for us. And, well, that's been a really, really good first half. And it's not done yet. Rooney with another corner. It's in there. Oh, is it going to go in? No, it's off the post and the keeper and everything. Ball back in, and Tuazi heads over the bar. Oh, so close. But there we go. 3-0 at the break. A really, really, you'd almost say stunning, wouldn't you, first half performance. Assertive boys, do not get complacent out there. We've got Roslev on a booking. If you can just not get a second one of those for me, please. Some calm, we have faith there for Diola. And Tuazi, who's not having the best day out there, is he missed that header at the end. Let's ask a little bit more from him, and let's go. Let's give it a demand more. Make sure we start the second half on the front foot. We could probably go off of attacking now, couldn't we? We don't need to score any more goals. We just want to make sure they're not getting back into it. We'll give them some praise. Tuazi is having a little bit of a nightmare up top. I'm just trying to think, do I have Fours on the bench? I keep calling him Mikel Fours, and you know what it is? It's after Mikel Forsell, who was at Chelsea for a bit. And I think he was at the other team from Birmingham as well, wasn't he? Oh, and that's just over the bar. So yeah, if I call him Mikel Fours, that's why I'm thinking Mikel Forsell. we do have him on the bench. So let's maybe make that change. It's just not his day up there, is it, for old Aussie? So we'll get Fours on and let's see what he can do. Ball forward. We win that with Roslav, but just down to the Huddersfield player. Forest is beating Reading, but Reading has got a goal back. Of course, if Reading could drop points, if Forest could drop points, that will help us, won't it? Because we're looking as though we've got 3 in the bag here. And if they could drop any points, we would extend our 3-point gap we have over them right now between second and third. Huddersfield, they definitely come back into it second half, haven't they? We haven't had it all around way, and they're getting a little bit of spell of possession here. Ball forward there. Roslav is in the vicinity. Cross comes in. Can we win the header? We can. No, we challenged for the header. They didn't win it, and that's the main thing. They didn't win it cleanly. Let's give it a little bit more praise. And yeah, I mean, this has been really good. Rooney playing in 9's had a really good game. Roslav has won another header there, which is good to see. They've definitely had more of the game here, haven't they? I wonder if actually we should just go and close up the lines a little bit. Just try and make it more difficult for them to play through us. We are chasing them a little bit, chasing shadows, aren't we? Forcell marking his men out there nicely, doing his defensive work. Is that the referee? No, I thought that was the referee, but it's not. It's the Baptiste. Come on. Can we get a foot in here? No. It's becoming a long old highlight. Can Rooney win that back? No, he cannot. It is Mo just past the post. And that's not too bad. All right. Well, this has been, second half, not too much from us, but it's been a really, really good performance. 3-0 on the road against promotion-chasing Huddersfield. There we go. Really, really happy with that. Rooney, I think, was absolutely outstanding. Just good all round. Well done, boys. Happy with that. So there we go. Superior finishing provides the cutting edge for Brentford. Rooney, top of the pops. I thought he was absolutely superb in that game. I really, really do. It's a shame he's retiring, to be honest, because like I say, he is just starting. I mean, he's declining, so maybe it's the perfect time for him to retire. But I just feel like we finally found him the perfect role in our team, and he's running the show for us at times. But the other good news to come out of that game was that Walsall, if we go down here, did manage to take a point off of Blackburn. So they find themselves now 4 points ahead of the drop, getting towards the end of the season. And we're joint top now. Only goal difference off being top of the league. We'll be back to play Crystal Palace, and hopefully we will go top of the league. Okay, welcome back. We are about to host Crystal Palace in a big, big game here. We are currently joint top of the league, as I said. Crystal Palace looking to get into the top 6. And after this, we've got 6 games to go. So it's getting to the point of the season now where we do not want to drop any more points if we can help it. Now, they are a Steve Cooper coached team. We are the favourites. Steve Cooper, I'm pretty sure he's one of our coaches at Barla Town, if you're watching the other series. So shows you how good we are at Barla Town having him as a coach and his manager here at Crystal Palace. But there he is there. Adventurous, direct style of play. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1. There's some big names in this team still. Jack Harrison, Meyer, Luba, this guy's name who I can never say, Luke Ayling as well is there. So there's, this is a decent enough team. You can see they beat Bristol City with only 10 men last time out, so that's a pretty good effort. We can see that they do like to go down their left-hand side a lot more than they do the other side. So that's interesting. They do seem to shift right over, so we want to probably go down maybe our right-hand side, won't it? By the looks of things there, because that's their left back, so we want to go down their right-hand side. Passing network is there again, very much shifted over. That's saying it's their left side. And that must be the side of us that they're coming down. They'll be coming down our left side, won't they? They're right. Anyway, key passes is there. And this is the team that we're sending out. It's more or less the same team. A few changes just to keep things a little bit fresh. Gunnarsson is goalkeeper. Mads Beck Sorensen comes in to play our partner Rasic in the centre of our defence. Sorkay comes in to play down the right. I do like to rotate the wing backs just to make sure that they are fresh. Down the left, not someone we've seen too much of, but a good player in Dominic Thompson. So he's going to get the start for this one. Baptiste continues as the anchor man. It's Palaversa, Rooney and Da Silva coming in. We don't really, these guys still don't play well together, but the only way I think that's going to improve is if they are playing together. So hopefully won't be a problem for us. We're going to keep Tuazi and Penaranda up top. Let's go. Alright, so everybody is lining up as expected. Gary Cahill's in their lineup as well. Jordan Ayew. So they do have, maybe not a Premier League team, but certainly a very good team. Let's have a look here. What do we want to say? Go out there, prove a point today. We are at home. Do we go back with we've been on a good run lately and impressed me? Our form has picked up, hasn't it? Just the draw against Queen's Park Rangers has dropped points recently. And here we go. This is, as I said, a big, important game for us. We do have a decent run in after this as well, which is obviously helpful. They've got an early injury, which is not dishelpful for us, is it? Here we go with Rasic. We are looking to focus our play down the right-hand side because we could see that they were very much shifted over, so we're going to try and exploit the gaps that they leave. Sorkay's done really well getting forward here. Can he be a pass at the end? He's got Rooney, ball in, it's there for Tuazi. Oh, it's another stunning pass from Wayne Rooney, winding back the years with that one. What a ball. It is Tuazi with the finish, but Wayne Rooney, he is running the show for us. We brought him in to try and make sure that he got us to promotion. One last hurrah, and he's delivering. That is a stunning pass, isn't it, from Wayne Rooney. Well done, Wazza. 16th of the season for Tuazi. He's been a successful loan signing as well, hasn't he? Both our Manchester City players, because Palaversa's not been too bad either, has he? So we've done really well from our feeder club, Manchester City. Now, of course, that link, if we were to go up, will no longer be in place, will it? So, we would have got what we wanted out of that. We would have got ourselves promoted, become their peers, and, hopefully we'll be able to sign maybe both of them, if we do stick around for next season. I'm imagining you wouldn't think Villa would sack their manager again so soon, but they haven't really picked up their form, have they, since the new guy came in. Here we go. We've got a set piece to defend. We don't want to concede in first half stoppage time, and we've almost done it. That would have been frustrating, wouldn't it? But there we go. A decent enough first half. Not too much action on the pitch, but actually we haven't been particularly good. Look at some of these match ratings here. So let's tell them that. There's a lot more to come from you, please, Mr. Thompson. Rasic, do not get yourself sent off. De Silva, do not get yourself sent off. And Tuazi, do not get yourself sent off. Again, Baptiste, and it is a problem, isn't it? Baptiste and De Silva seem incapable of playing in the same team. We'll give them a little bit of time here in the second half, but we do have options. We do have Diola and Zamburik on the bench, so we may look to make a change there. Maybe Diola for De Silva could be a decent one to make. Diola was a little bit match fatigued, which is why he didn't start this one. Sorkay has it. In there for Palaversa. In there for Pelarenda. And Pelarenda, good save from the goalkeeper. And it's cleared into touch for the line out. Or the throw in. It was more of a clearance, wasn't it? There was very little intent to play football there. That was very much a touch finder. All right, De Silva, you're having a nightmare, mate. Off you go. Or do we bring Zamburik on as a box-to-box? He's got good work rate. Let's get Zamburik on, see how he goes in a box-to-box role. He's got the fresher legs in any case. We've got a nervous-looking Palaversa, which isn't ideal. Come on, boys. Wayne Rooney stands over a free kick. Decent ball again. Mads Beck Sorensen is there. He makes it 2-0. Wayne Rooney, what an episode he's having. I make that 4 assists for him now. And it's 2-0 to Brentford. And that is hopefully now enough to get us across the line. Just a wonderful ball in, isn't it? Mads Beck Sorensen with a good finish as well. Just floated it onto his left foot and he tucked it away expertly. And again, pushing the offside limits, but good enough. Good enough. Alright, Palaversa's no longer looking nervous, but he is not having a great game. We do have the Wizard on the bench. Let's get him on for Pelarenda, who is not having a great time. Can he play as an advanced forward? He can. So let's get the Wizard going up top for us. Thompson's not having a great time at left back, so let's get Mikelic on for him. Of course, our young Croatian who we've signed. I do think moving forward long term that Thompson and Mikelic are probably the two. But they are still obviously young players and not the finished article yet. Sorkay's nicked that. He's had a cracking game, hasn't he? There's a ball in towards. It's there for Tuazi, and Tuazi puts it straight through the goalkeeper. That's 3-0. That's the point. 17 goals now for Nabil Tuazi. And, well, it's been a really, really good episode. A return. This isn't even a return to form. This is the best we've played since we took over the club. We used to just win games 1-0. And suddenly, with the pressure on... Oh, it's horrible goalkeeping, isn't it? With the pressure on, we've decided we're going to start scoring goals. So there we go. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Wind down the clock, boys. Get the Olays going. And, well, that us top of the league. We'll have to wait and see how Blackburn got on, but that is a really, really good performance, isn't it? A really good performance, that one. Aussie with the double. Wayne Rooney just pulling the strings in there. Don't get complacent, boys, but that is just incredible. So, of course, it was the Friday game, so, of course, there's no other games going on. So, we are currently top. Aussie sends us there. Wayne Rooney, yet again, absolutely brilliant, mate. Why are you retiring? You still got more football left in you, mate. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And we have a quick look at the league table. We can see, as I said, we are top. We had 6 games to play. We have a game played more than everybody else around us. But suddenly, and we've got that 6-point gap back to Forest, and automatic promotion is looking to be a decent thing for us once again. But that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to go and leave your nominations for the Viewers Player of the Year down there in the comments. And I think what we'll do is we'll come back. We could probably... Do we come back for West Brom Walsall? Or Walsall Wigan? We've got to try and get to the end of the season here. A lot of that's going to depend, I think, when we could get promotion. So what we might do is we might come back when we have a chance to secure promotion. It looks as though it's going to go down towards the end of the season, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is a case of coming back for the last for Wigan and Oxford. And then we've got Sheffield Wednesday to finish. So we've got 23rd, 24th, 6th away, which is tough. Walsall at home, who are 20th. West Brom away, who are 8th. And Bristol Rovers at home, who are 14th. So you can see we don't have the toughest run in. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back when there's a chance to steal promotion. I'm thinking it's probably going to be around Walsall, Wigan, somewhere around there. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.